Yes, we hate this weather for a lot of reasons. We can't hang out with most of our friends, people die. So, unless you're Googling, you probably won't know this, but it is balance beam, so if you're mashing the X button, you'll get this. I've seen that at the Olympics a few times. It's actually really impressive. So we get more points with her, and we also get an increase to expression.
Hey, guess what I just heard?
That Chie is gonna kick you soon?
When they're sitting in back of you, it's like a squeeze play!
Context, please?
Come on, you know what I mean? Sorry, I got ahead of myself. What I mean is... I'm talking about how when there's a girl sitting behind you on a motorcycle, they press right up against your back!
Oh, right. Yeah, I did not get that.
Man, you're a lot thicker than I thought. Anyway, I think motorcycles are the hot new thing for guys now. Girls like guys who spend time outdoors, right? So I got you this. Want to get your license with me, partner?
Well, this is Sutton, but, he's been talking about it for a while.
Well, I can't afford anything bigger than a scooter on my budget, but at least that'll let us get to new places.
It'll be an upgrade to that old creaky bicycle that you keep crashing too.
Don't you think we deserve that much, seeing as how we're investigating the case?
Sup, senpai? Hey, about the camping trip. You guys busy right now?
Kinda. We're talking about motorcycles.
Motorcycles? You gonna go stomp a gang? If you're bringing a war, I'll help.
No, we're not bringing a war. What does that mean, anyway? We're just talking about getting motorcycle licenses.
Licenses? You guys don't have yours?
Huh? No way. Don't tell me you already...
Nah, I'm still 15 and all.
Then why'd you say it like that? Man, that reminds me. I'm surprised you picked a fight with that biker gang. How'd you chase after them?
A bike's all I need for that.
And suddenly, Kanji got even more awesome.
In any case, we can't let you in on our up-close and personal plan.
Up close and personal? What does that mean?
Keep it down! Like I was telling this guy, what a guy needs nowadays to be a big man is first, a motorcycle, and then...
I like how the two other NPCs in the distance there are actually staring now.
And then...
And now they're not.
a girlfriend.
Oh, what happens if you say this?
Why'd you bring that up? Well, I mean, I gotta get over her sometime. It's like Senpai was... Wait, no, this isn't supposed to be a serious conversation. Back to the subject!
That's almost a fourth wall break there.
Don't worry about me. What you ought to be worried about is smooshes.
You guys gonna get licensed for the big stuff? I mean, I know I came in late here, but if you're talking about taking a girl on a bike, you gotta be seating two, man. That ain't allowed on a scooter.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Kanji does know some stuff.
Shut up, this'll work out. As long as we have a motorcycle, the girls will come running. That's all the advantage we'll need. Now listen carefully. The reason we don't have girlfriends is because we're stuck here in this town waiting to meet someone. This place is so tiny, it's no wonder we can't find one.
Considering the number of romanceable social links, no.
It doesn't matter if it's only a scooter. Some kind of motorcycle is just the ticket for us to get some chicks. Then, later on, we can get a bigger motorcycle. And that's when the up close and personal plan really starts.
That's a lot of money to be spending on this plan.
Up close and personal.
Plus, you know, you and me have more of a city boy thing going on. If we're serious about this, we've got to expand our horizons to a bigger town. We got to take the initiative. There's no time to wait for a train that only leaves every so often each day. We'll roar up on our motorcycles like the badasses we are, and when the chicks come up, we'll play it cool.
Something tells me this isn't gonna go nearly as well as you think it will.
The pheromones dripping off of us will bring them around in no time.
What, feral zone?
No, we're not going to a cat house, you idiot. I'm talking about pheromones. My research shows that a motorcycle is the #1 surefire way to increase a man's pheromones.
Pheromones.
Dude, that's how a perv would react.
What did you say? Fine, then I'm in too. Get ready for Kanji Tatsumi to show his manhood to these chicks.
I already told you, you can't. Anyway, don't tell anyone about this, got it?
Especially not Chie.
If other guys try to copy us, it'll end up diluting our pheromones.
Yeah, because that's the reason why you won't get girls.
So, partner, make sure you talk to your uncle about getting a license, okay?
Got it.
Not you. I don't even know your uncle. I'm serious about this. If we have motorcycles, we can go all over. It'll be fun!
That actually is a good point.
Man, somewhere out there, the best days of our youth are ahead of us.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
But this scene, I like to think that if this was like a D&D campaign, Kanji's player would just chime in with like, okay, yeah, my intelligence is 7, by the way. That's actually what I headcanon Kanji's intelligence stat as being, unfortunately. But I do think, like, his other stats would be interesting. He must have high strength and constitution. Given his knitting and sewing, he probably has good dexterity as well. And his charisma is probably terrible as well, because he sucks at making friends. Okay, so we have a few more quests we can pick up here. And, yep, we've met that ghost. All of these are also for items that now drop from enemies in Kanji's dungeon, or at least, you know, will, drop things once you've accepted the quests. It's something Yu Narukami carries around with him quite frequently. So let's hear out this request. Okay then. Thank goodness you're not in mainline Shin Megami Tensei, or, doing that might result in bad things. So, new quest, and one more, which is the student in the practice building 2nd floor, so let's go there. So, Kanji's actually here. We'll deal with him in a moment. Well, he seems to have it pretty hard too. You talking about Kanji? I mean, I guess he does talk pretty loud, but he's not that scary once you get to know him. Yeah, here is the student with another quest. Has anyone ever randomly decided to give us a plastic model? Not yet. I mean, honestly, I find that's kind of cool. So we need to find her a new board. I'm pretty sure most of these quests don't have deadlines, but you usually can't get the second part of them unless you've, got the first part. Are you offering, like, any trades lately? No, not at the moment. So today we're just going to do Mega Beef Bowl again, but first I'm going to check Juness because I want to see if she has more cabbages. Ah. Okay, you're actually saying new things now. Yeah, that's something that's been going on with this town. People love excitement. They'll take whatever they can get. I haven't actually talked to this girl before, I don't think. She's hinting that going into the TV on rainy days is going to result in finding new enemies that drop new materials, and thus new weapons and items from Daidara. Okay, so a little bit more info on him. Oh, and the stuff is restocked, so I'm going to go ahead and buy it. So today for the Mega Beef Bowl, we're looking for knowledge, courage, and diligence, but as I'm going to be resetting a lot anyway, I thought I'd finally show why I hate the capsule machine so much. This might be an anticlimax given how much I built this up, but I still think this is really mean to new players, which is why I get so angry. So, whenever it's raining, the dial is loose, and we can actually turn it. And it does specifically say, do you want to spend some time here? Keep that in mind. Okay, so randomly it can break and you'll get even more items out of it, otherwise you'll just get a random item. But for some reason, turning the dial on that thing uses up the entire afternoon. Before we're gonna reset for the stat gains, I just want to mention, you want to have a Hierophant persona before you end the evening. Okay, got a first try. That's actually really, really good. And that's because there's a whole bunch of cutscenes tonight and at the start of tomorrow, and you have to speed through those every time you reset for this Mega Beef Bowl. So that's kind of a pain.
Ah, you're back.
Hi there. You want some eel too? Fair warning, it's from the supermarket.
So, eel in Japanese is unagi. Will this give us the power to immediately sense danger?
Well, excuse me.
It's delicious though. I can't believe it was on sale.
Actually, I think some kinds of eel are called, like, anagor, which literally means whole child.
Sorry, but this guy eats instant noodles every day. That constant slurping got on my nerves, so I called him here.
You don't have to bluff like that. You just wanted to eat dinner with a coworker, right?
Don't be stupid.
So I guess he got invited to our house either way.
But eel was a great choice. Nanako-chan loved it at least. I'd say she's eerily proud of her daddy. Huh?
I'm getting Ikutsuki flashbacks.
Did my joke slip away? It is an eel after all.
The one thing worse than puns is when they try and apologize for the pun and end up making a second pun in that apology.
Just eat your dinner.
Yes, sir. Nanako-chan's such a good girl, though. She went straight to do her homework once her plate was clean. It's not every day you get to eat eel. You'd think she would have spent some more time savoring it.
You think that because you slack off too much. You should follow her example.
Way to hit where it hurts.
What's the matter? A motorcycle? You mean a scooter? Oh, that's right. Kids your age can ride those. I don't know, though.
Come on, don't be a spoil sport. It's no surprise you once went out here. I understand how you feel since I'm from the city myself. The trains don't run that often, and walking around everywhere is pretty inconvenient, isn't it?
So this is actually an opportunity to gain some points for Jester.
Right? It's criminal.
But you don't actually need these points for the next rank up on any guide that I've seen. So, yeah, you don't actually need to worry about what you say here.
You say that, but
That reminds me, I remember you telling me something once, Dojima-san, about some of the reckless things you did on your motorcycle when you were young.
you moron. Think before you talk. And once you're done eating, hurry and...
I'm now picturing a teen rebel Dojima, like with a leather jacket on a motorcycle.
It's me? Alright. We'll be there soon. Looks like I made the right choice to skip the booze.
I don't know if that's a reused voice clip from earlier or not. It's the same line as in the beginning of the game, but I don't think the tone is the same.
Adachi, you were the one in charge of that file, right?
File? Oh,
Let me guess, you either forgot to file it or it's lost.
did that suspicious guy show up again?
Would you keep your mouth shut? We're going back. Get in the car.
Back? You mean to the station? But I haven't had my eel liver soup yet.
About this license. Did you decide on this yourself? No one talked you into it? I know it's hard without a way to get around, but two-wheeled vehicles can be dangerous. Do you understand? I'm sure I can trust you to do that, but allowing you to get one is another thing. Don't give me that face. I know you're serious about this. First, you need a license. We can talk about this again when you have one. Well then, sorry to dump this on you, but I need you to look after the house.
Yo, it's me. How did it go with your uncle? I've been on the edge of my seat thinking about it. Seriously? Then let's go get ours as soon as we can. I gotta hit the books. Let's make sure we both pass together.
So let's not tell Dojima that the only reason we're doing this is to watch Yosuke get hilariously shot down. Well, I guess it'll go well. Hey, there he is again. So, something to mention is that the motorcycle stuff is all golden only. So, all of these scenes are golden exclusive, and they do kind of slow down the pacing a bit, especially since there was already another filler comedy scene in between Kanji's dungeon and the next one. So yeah, this part of the game, I do feel like it does drag a bit, and especially in Golden. It is one of my least favorite parts of the game. I'm trying not to let that show, but yeah. It will be over relatively soon, though. And there is a ray of hope in all this.
We passed on the first try, just like we planned.
So yeah, you automatically get the license. It doesn't really depend on your stats or anything.
Actually, it was pretty easy. I might have studied a little too hard. Hi. Are you on duty?
We just stopped by to get gas, and, well, to take care of some minor business. Where did you guys go? starting to sound like Nanako. If you're trying to test my detective skills, then... let's see. Given that triumphant look on your face... I give up. Where? I can tell what a suspect's thinking when he's lying, but when it comes to where you two might go...
Our motorcycle licenses! We went together and got them in one try!
Already?
That's pretty great.
I know it's just a written test to get a scooter license, but still, I wasn't expecting you to pass so soon. Oh well. Looks like I'd better think of a way to convince my sister. I can't say no now that you've gotten your license. Your enthusiasm is catching.
Yes! You got the okay! I need to head home and read through the catalog. Well, see you tomorrow.
Mind if I borrow you a sec before you head back home? Hey, Adachi.
I just finished filling it up.
Sorry for dragging you into this. This is my scooter. I had it fixed at the shop. It may be old, but it runs pretty well. I came to put gas in it, but I wasn't expecting to hand it over today, too. I'm letting you have it.
Wow, that's amazing. And if you say this...
You can tell? The local shops don't carry twist grips, so I had one of the repair guys at work help me out with it in secret. Don't tell anyone that, okay?
You get points towards the Hierophant social link.
You're always so strict at the station, but you're a cool dad inside, huh?
Shut up, Adachi.
You always yell at me. Still, I wish we had a sleek means of transportation like that.
They need to get like a Dojima and Adachi mobile or something.
Who knows when that suspicious guy will show up again? Hasn't he been using professional quality cameras to take pictures of people's houses from the Amagi Inn to around here? Looks like he knows the back streets too, so a car won't be.
Will you stop blabbering like that? Go back to the car.
Well, we already found out some new information about the case thanks to Ace Defective over there.
Well, anyway, I was around your age when I got my license too. I took the test behind my parents' back.
Did you do it just to pick up girls, though?
When my dad caught me riding a scooter later on, he gave me a good thrashing. Don't tell Nanako about that, okay? Since I've already given the okay, I won't bug you about traffic laws. Just be safe when you're riding it. You do that, and I'll look the other way if you decide to ride it out of town. Can you promise me? Good. I'll hold you to that.
You know Kami always follows all safety regulations. So we have a motorbike now. Again, this is golden only, and it's not just a story thing, it's also a game mechanic as well. We can ride the motor scooter to increase our courage, and also it'll open up some additional things. No, we're not going to head back home. I meant to go into town and check Juness again for cabbages. Yes! Okay, I only need 2 sets of cabbage seedlings. That's more than enough to get the required number of cabbages. There is also a few quests today, one that we can complete right as soon as we get it. By talking to this girl here, if we talked to her earlier, she said that she had a twin. So this quest is exactly what it says on the tin. We know where she is, but first I'm going to talk to this lady here. Kind of. Yeah. Yeah, the horns thing involving marriages, I know that in Shakespeare's time, that was supposed to be a symbol of cuckoldry. But I don't think that really transferred to Japan. So, another quest, acquire a horn. And we also need to go to the shrine and talk to the kid. Because it was raining last time, we couldn't give his bug catching net back. And we lucked out, we can keep it. So, this is a new mechanic, and this is also a golden exclusive one. Here at the tree, we can, oh, we actually can't catch bugs today. Do we have to talk to him about that? That means you can only catch one bug per day, as he's saying. Now it'll let us catch bugs? Yes, it will. Okay, you did actually have to talk to him before it flagged this. So this is a simple timing minigame, and I think the PlayStation TV is a little bit delayed at this. So getting perfect timing here is a bit tricky. You need to do it at least once per playthrough to get a trophy, but I'm probably guaranteed to get perfect timing at least once. You kind of have to do it a little bit before the exclamation mark appears, at least on a PlayStation TV. The timing for the PC might be a bit better. Yeah, that was just too early. But it wasn't the worst. From now on, instead of trading drinks for bugs, we instead catch bugs there. You can do it in the day or in the night, and it doesn't use up time, so it's generally the best to do it at night. And unfortunately, the bugs are all gone on rainy days, which is a shame because they're one of the few things that you can actually, you know, do on rainy days. And we need to get an update from the Lonely Boy here. So we instead need a sticker that's all hip with the kids. I'm sure Tanaka will be very angry to find out his marketing plan was not a success with the younger generation. Do we know any kids? We know one in particular. Maybe we should ask her tonight. And, okay, there's still one more thing we need to do. This is quite a busy day. Over here. Here is Saki Konishi's brother. If you say I just wanted to talk, if you have enough understanding, you can get him to open up a little bit. I wonder where that expression originated, actually. I remember that I didn't hear it very much growing up in Australia, so it might be an American thing. He is really, really interesting, I find. Like, I like the way they handle this. Because people who've had relatives die often get this kind of treatment, this sort of, what TV tropes would call condescending compassion. No. So that's all we can do with that for now, but at least we've got him to open up a bit. But now, what we're going to do is, we're going to talk to somebody in the practice building. Because this is actually kind of a guide, dang it. But I think it's hinted at if you talk to Kanji first. Yeah, he's going to hint at this. Second year's hallway. Well, maybe we should investigate this rumor. Oh, by the way, what's the room? Yep, it's the sewing room, of course it is. So, someone was saying mean things about Kanji. Let's track them down. Well, we better investigate, but I highly doubt Kanji's bullying people anymore. This is all probably just a misunderstanding, but let's clear it up with him.
What is it?
Not exactly. We're just gonna be like Dojima here. I mean, our uncle is one.
Huh?
I mean, we've seen enough of you that we know you probably wouldn't do that anymore. Yeah, I think we all know what this is gonna lead to. Much of the symbolism of the Emperor Arcana has to do with traditional ideas of masculinity. But I personally feel that many of the aspects it represents can be summed up as the Dungeons & Dragons lawful good alignment. I guess full would represent chaotic good then, but I digress. It represents power and authority, but used responsibly, and channeling power to protect people you care about. It also represents earning the loyalty and respect of others through your actions. Personas of this Arcana act as a counterpart to those of the Empress Arcana, being male authority figures that are usually kings or rulers of some kind. And in gameplay terms, they specialize in electricity skills, but a lot of them have high strength and use physical attacks as well. The Emperor's social link is represented by Kanji Tatsumi, and it's one of only 2 party member social links that are technically optional. For most party members, rank 1 is forced during a story scene, but you have to go out of your way to start Kanjis. But in my opinion, it's well worth it. If you ever plan on using Kanji, and you should, I'd recommend getting him to at least rank 4, because the skill he learns from that is really good. But even aside from gameplay, Kanji's social link is one of my favorites in the entire game, if not my absolute favorite. So I'm really looking forward to showing this to all of you. That might not be the answer. That's gonna make the rumors even worse.
You're back.
So remember what I said. Oh, also, finally we have the fish. Innova Trout, 2 Ambasema, and prize stickers that are useless to that kid. If you get a certain number of them, you will be able to turn them in for more prizes though. Ready for harvesting in about 3 days. That's a little annoying. Okay, then. So, let's talk to Nanako. Oh, great. She got the wrong idea. But yeah, this is what we actually wanted to ask about. So that's our next step on that. Let's quickly check its description. Okay, there, right there, that part of the lyric, okay, I said I had a second misheard lyric that I wanted to talk about later, so I keep hearing that part as, every time you punch the future in the face, which I think Shulk would definitely approve of. But yeah, I can never unhear that now. 8 heroes beating the Demon King, that actually sounds pretty cool. But tonight, okay, this is actually a little weird, the guide says to make envelopes tonight, and we've already ranked up Diligence, so I don't think it's totally necessary, but I may as well continue to build the stats just so that I get ahead of schedule in terms of maxing it. I'm sorry, but even though tomorrow we actually don't do that much, it's kind of important for later. But at least we can show the making envelopes job. Yeah, sometimes that can help. Yeah, so often when you do these jobs, you sometimes have a choice that can cause you to make more or less money than you usually would.
Yo!
Although now I'm just reminded of some of those The Sims career choices where it's just like, yeah, if you say the wrong thing, you get fired. Well, we have actually heard some stuff from Adachi. Someone going around with a camera? Thinking hurts my brain. Yeah, you can kick things into orbit. I'd say that's a pretty impressive strength. And hey, there's Late for School Gal. So yeah, it's the middle of the rainy season, so it's raining quite a bit. And as it says here, we could take a ride on our scooter if we wanted to. And there's really not that much else to do today, so that's what we'll be doing. You can examine it here, and we can't take a long ride just yet. We need to get familiar with the neighborhood first. Riding this for the first time in the rain is probably not a great idea. I've heard that rain driving is, yeah, can be an issue. Increases your stopping distance and a lot of other things. Yeah, we did some kind of mandatory road education stuff in my high school, even though I don't actually have a license yet, and right now I don't really have much of a desire to really get one. Because, yeah, they really, like, there were a lot of drunk driving teenagers in my generation, and so my schools really doubled down on the whole scare 'em straight education. It was pretty brutal.
Welcome home!
They would often show, like, graphic images of car accidents and things like that to try and scare stupid people into not being stupid. And all it did is just traumatize the non-stupid people out of ever wanting to drive, so nice job. Okay, I do have Gur. That's good. It means that I can talk to Adachi tonight, because we're doing a rank up for Jester. But first, I just want to explain that, yes, party members are out at night, and they have unique events that change based on where you do their nighttime talks in the story. I have recorded a lot of those for New Game Plus, and I will make a big bonus video of that eventually. I did say that before. Also, when Adachi just said student partying at night there, I can just imagine Morooka suddenly popping out from behind one of those gas station banners and saying, "What did you say? Students partying at night?" But let's actually follow up on our earlier offer.
Big bro!
Okay. So something tells me that Yosuke in P5 would actually eat shoes if he could. And this is actually the best option here. Now, spring's a long way off. And don't say that around Nanako. Yeah, that's gonna be really bad for her when that happens. Let's just not think about that. We still have a long time to go. Although we are about halfway through the year already. I actually still don't know how you do tricks like that. Especially the pulling it out of the ear trick, which is really common, but I don't think I've ever really figured out how that one works. That might have been because we just happened to have 500 yen in there, or he planted that in advance. Hey, Yosuke said that Yu was pretty good with his hands too. I mean, I'm sure being a magician, it might be a little harder to get money in. It's not quite as steady of a job, I suppose, but maybe you would enjoy it more. It's always that balance of a stable job that brings in money versus one that you enjoy. Ideally, you can get both. Ah, you just duck season, rabbit seasoned her.